for the second segment. And I would like to introduce Lynette to the stage. But before she comes up, you're about to see the Rising Star panel discussion. And I think being unstoppable, we need to hear from the young to the seasoned saints. And the Rising Star, this is our third opportunity to do this, where we reach out and we find teenagers, young folks who are knocking it out the park. You know, with grades, they're respectful, just all type of things. And Lynette was able to find half of her family to be up on this stage. But that's a testament to Lynette, right? I love Devontae. He's so hilarious. Because we need to hear from them. They have a voice. And we're always seeing the negative about what young folks are doing. I want to give a stage to the positive of what they're doing. So without further ado, Lynette, please come to the stage. She is the Rising Star moderator. This is all you. Would you like any water or anything?
Okay, so for our Rising Stars, we are first going to call up Miss Pracy Jackson. Everybody give Pracy a hand. Pracy is a student at Douglas Anderson School of the Arts, and she is in, yes, I was right, performance theater. Next, we are going to call up Elias Giles. Yes, Elias is a student at FSCJ. Yes, he is my nephew, so that automatically makes him a Rising Star. Next, we are going to call up Miss Honesty Harmon. Yes, Miss Honesty is also a student at Douglas Anderson School of the Arts. She is also a competitive dancer with the Barbara Thompson Theater. Okay, guys, can I just pause for a second? I said competitive because we're having a discussion. How many of you guys feel like dance? How many? No, listen, just a question. How many of you guys feel like dance is a sport?
Put them hands up. Put them hands up.
Thank you. That's all I needed. I love you guys. Next, we have Dejan. Where'd he go? Oh, Dejan Devereaux. Yes, a graduate from Mississippi State. Yes, yes. So we are going to give some questions to these Rising Stars. Yes, and I just thank you in advance for giving them your full attention. They are going to, before we do the questions, they are going to introduce themselves. Okay? They're looking like, huh? And so when you introduce yourselves, please stand, state your name, a little bit about your background. Leave me alone. A little bit about your background, and one fun fact about you, okay? And we will start with Miss Pracy.
Hi, I'm Pracy Jackson. I go to Douglas Anderson. I am in 9th grade, and fun fact about me is I have 6 other sisters, and I'm the youngest.
Oh, wow. Wow, yeah.
Hello, hello. I'm Elias Giles. Elias Jaden Giles, if you wanted to know my middle name. But I am a student at FSCJ. It's my first year. Fun fact, I'm a basketball player, very good at basketball. If you want to see some highlights after the show, I'll show you. There you go.
Hi, guys. My name is Honesty Harmon. I am a student at Douglas Anderson School of the Arts. I'm a musical theater kid. And a fun fact about me is that I am from, oh my gosh, what the freak, Washington State.
That's fun. Okay.
Hello, I am Dejan Devereaux, and I am from Washington State as well. I'm from Washington State as well. So my fun fact would be I ran track at Mississippi State, and I went all the way to U.S. champs, and it was amazing. Yeah, big part of my life.
Yes. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to go on to the first question, okay? And we will start with Dejan on this question. Question is, if you could have dinner with a famous person, who would it be and why? This is just to break the ice, y'all.
If I could have dinner with a famous person, it would probably be. It'd probably be probably Steve Harvey, I would say, because I like the way that he thinks spiritually, and then just as far as even his story and where he is now. So that's what I would say.
Nice. I like that. Honesty?
If I could have dinner with a famous person, I would choose Viola Davis, because I would say this because I just like obviously you guys have definitely seen all her movies, but like she's just such a like powerful person, and I'm like obviously just in love with how she carries herself in each movie and how like dedicated she is to like each character that she plays. If I could have dinner with her, it would definitely be a lot of question asking and like advice that I could take from her, and yeah.
Nice. I like that. Alex.
I think I'm gonna go with Kevin Hart because the whole time, we'd be laughing and things of that nature, and I think he would ask me to be like one of his openers, so I would love that. And then, but he's also like an inspiration in my life. I've seen a bunch of his videos and stuff, and he's a very good like motivator. He's good at talking, so I think he'd give me some good pointers on life. So Kevin Hart would be my answer.
Nice. It's crazy.
For me, it would be Halle Bailey, because when she got cast as the live action for Little Mermaid, she got a lot of hate, but like she never really talked about it. She never snapped back or said anything mean towards them, and I just like how she carries herself.
Beautiful. Thank you. Next question, and we will start with you, Tracy. What has been your biggest accomplishment and what has motivated you?
My biggest accomplishment is probably just being like a kind, nice person, because a lot of people some people are just mean for no reason. And like if I see someone like by themselves, I'll ask them, hey, you want to sit with me? Or just like try to make everyone feel included. And what motivates me is just like my parents, because they always tell me to be nice, be kind, and yeah.
Beautiful. Honesty.
Oh, okay. My biggest accomplishment. I don't know why this is a hard question. My biggest accomplishment, I feel like, would be my 7th and 8th grade year. Can I say that? Yes. My 7th and 8th grade year. I say this because, like, during that time, I had a lot of, like, problems with, like, friend groups and, like, drama, just different stuff like that. And I had to, like, still keep, like, my grades, still be able to do, like, I do a lot. Like, yeah, I'm not a kid that just, like, goes home and goes on video games or watches their, like, show all the time. Like, I had to do a lot, but I had to, like, still keep my head in, like, the space of, okay, you have this to do, now what's next? Keep going, keep going, keep going. And I feel like that's my biggest accomplishment, because it was really hard to try and be like, oh, I'm honesty, I'm happily and bubbly every day when there's always something else going on in my mind.
That's good, yes. Elias.
My biggest accomplishment would be the move here to Jacksonville. I lived in Washington State for 18 and a half years of my life in a little town with... I got 2 minutes, Devontae, chill. All right. Yeah, it'd be my move here because I made this decision myself to get out of the little town we lived in and explore new communities and cultures. So that would be my biggest life accomplishment.
Nice. Dejan.
And my biggest life accomplishment, I would say, is finding purpose outside of sports. I definitely, like I said, when it comes to our family, it's like we're very athletic, we're very driven when it comes to sports. So to be wanting to go to college and, break, that barrier of, seeing and letting them know, my nephews or nieces and anybody that come after me, like, it's possible if you just put your mind to it, was big for me. But like I said, my goal was to go all the way. And I didn't really deviate from that at all. So once that stopped, I didn't know what my purpose was. And I went through a lot of different, careers, whether it was painting, doing landscaping. I did anything and everything, but I didn't have that desire or passion to continue going. So now I work with youth, and it's something that I definitely deviated from for a long time because the responsibility. And once I stepped into it, it's definitely like I believe one of the ladies was saying, it's replenishing. It refills me every day to know that I inspire them to continue going. And, just them coming to school is like, if Mr. Devil's not there, Mr. D's not there, then it's like, where you at? Like, where you been? It's like, I was sick. It's like, I couldn't come back. But just to know that, I'm one of the reasons why they continue pushing or continue striving, and I'm someone they can talk to about, the things that they go through at home, is definitely inspirational. And it just shows me, God, there's a bigger plan. He has given us all gifts, and it's up to us to, not only obtain everything that you can, but to give back to the community, to give back to the kids, to all the knowledge that I've possessed or that I have obtained is like, I freely give it because it's like, that's what God wants. So,
that's good. Amen. Thank you. Number 3, and we are going to start with you, Dejan. What has been the hardest challenge you faced, and how did you overcome that?
Did my time start already?
Yep.
I would say the hardest challenge I faced, Lord.
You got stuck?
That's hard. Yeah, I'm
you
stuck.
got stuck?
I'm stuck.
How'd you?
Can you
Okay.
come back to me?
Praisey, what was the hardest challenge you faced, and how did you overcome?
The hardest challenge I faced was like during my 6th, 7th, and 8th grade year in school. I was doing so many things. I was doing like gymnastics, theater at school, theater at church, and like a bunch of things. And it just got so much, and like I had to stay after school and stuff, and I had to. And I had like church on like Wednesdays, so I had to figure out how to balance all that stuff out. But then it just got to too much, and I had to like cut stuff out of like my regular calendar because it just got too much. But I still wanted to do everything, but like I couldn't. So I just had to think about what did I like doing the most, what was helping me the most, and like I was taking too much time like away from church. Like I would miss a lot of Wednesdays because I had like rehearsals and stuff. So I was like, no, this is not going to work anymore. So then I just figured out what made me the most happy.
That's good. That's good. Yes, that's good answer. Honesty.
The hardest thing that I have been through, I would say, is moving to Jacksonville. And let me explain. When I moved here in 2019, I think. Yes, 2019. And like 2020 was when I moved here and then COVID happened. So like as soon as I moved here, I had like 1 year of school and then COVID happened. My mom got diagnosed with cancer and then my stepdad died. So it's like it was one thing after one thing after one thing. And it was just a lot, and I didn't have dance. I was always stuck at home because of COVID. So it's like there was no place for me to like go and escape or like go and like just get my mind off of things because we literally weren't allowed to go outside. So so that was it was a lot for me. And I can't sit up here and be like, this is the way that I how do I say that? This is the way that I like got over that or got out of that funk or whatever. I don't think that there was like a certain thing. I think that it was just time. Like I had time to like get my head right and like to grieve and to try to understand like what was going on around me. And like after this time, after I got everything back, after things started like going back to normal, I would say just things just got better for myself. And I got out of that like, oh, like I'm sad, I can't do anything about life, it is what it is type of mindset. And now like that's not how I think at all anymore. So yeah.
Good job. Elias.
The hardest challenge I've had to overcome would definitely be my near-death experience I had in Washington. I was in the hospital for about 2 months. I was diagnosed with meningitis and this virus that led from my heart to my lungs and my kidneys. And it was just a really bad time. I was on the bed, didn't want to get up. I just wanted to sleep the whole time. I barely wanted to talk to my mom, and she was right there next to me on the side of the bed. But she was the main reason I overcame the whole thing. It was her and the Lord kept being reminded and got the reassurance that I'm going to be okay. I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to push through adversity like she did growing up. And from the Lord, he would just be like, all right, yeah, you're good. You're going to be okay. And it definitely helped me overcome that. And I had also, in the back of my head, I was like, I got to get home because my basketball team desperately needs me. So that definitely helped me a lot. So, yeah, that would be my answer.
That was yours. Dejan, are you ready? Or next question? Okay.
What was the question? I was trying to. What's my hardest thing? I think currently right now, I would say it's not hard, but it is testing. Just being away from my son. That's just in my mind. It's definitely continue to better yourself. Continue to pour into yourself and become the father that you know you want to be. And give him that reassurance that you're still there. He's in South Carolina now, and I'm here in Florida. And I know I'm here for a reason because God won't let me just move. So that is definitely hard, but it's understanding because I know he has a greater plan in the end. So like I said, as long as I continue to pour into myself and also being around the kids and learning, you know, in elementary school, this is what you might deal with. In middle school, this is what you might deal with. In high school, like those are experiences that I, you know, will come across with my own son. I take great pleasure in, you know, getting to gain more knowledge. So when that time does come, I'm there across the board for him. So yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, okay. This question, let's start with Elias. What do you see as a challenge for your generation, and how would you encourage them?
I love this question. I bring it up all the time. And I think it's a problem for, well, I don't want to say it's a problem for you, but you could have went through this recently or growing up. But I think we are too scared of what people think about us, and we definitely think about people's opinions way too much. Like, this life is too short to not be doing what you want to do. So you got to get out there and go do things for yourself. And you don't even know the other half of the world that needs to see what you're doing. So be you. You know, be you though. Yeah, be you. That's what I would say. Yeah.
Love it. Honesty.
Okay. I think say the question one more time.
What is a challenge for your generation, and how would you encourage them?
Okay. A challenge for my generation is their idea of fun. Like, and a lot of people, like even like middle school, now I'm in high school, like they're like, oh guys, okay, let's sneak out, or let's go to this party, let's vape, let's drink. Like, it's just a whole bunch of stuff that like you shouldn't be doing. But it's like in their mind, that's like, oh yeah, that's fun, that's cool, that's risky. And like I don't be doing that, so it's like it's really hard to like try to find relationships with people or like friendships when they have totally different ideas of like what is like good and what isn't good. Obviously, when I'm like approached with stuff like that, I'm not like, oh yay, okay guys, let's go. Like, obviously not. I try to. The way I try to help is I'm like, obviously I tell them, okay guys, that's not good for you. That's not gonna help you out in the long run. And try to like just say different things, or different things that we could do, different things that could be more fun than things that they are just so, oh yeah, that's so fun, let's do this, and things that they shouldn't be doing. So yeah.
Thank you. Yes, Tracy.
For me, like people specifically in my grade, like when they're just talking to adults or like teachers, they're very rude. They think it's funny to be rude to people, especially like substitutes, like talking back and just doing rude things because they think it's like cool or fun and stuff like that. And it's really not, it's just disrespectful. And I think what I can do to encourage is just do me and just show respect to the teachers, and maybe that will influence them to do what I do.
That's really good. Thank you. Yes. Dejan.
For my generation, I would say, I don't know. Honestly, don't know. Let me see. My generation would be just being able to create, meaningful connections with people that will carry you through those different areas in life that we go through. Yeah. I know as far as being, a man, it's not hard. It is hard to create meaningful connections with men who are also going down the same path that you're walking, and not to get entangled into, the negativity of, things that aren't going to propel you forward. So, like I said, just creating meaningful connections with, people of our own age. So, yeah.
Yes, beautiful. Last question and speed round, okay? If you were stuck on a desert island, what 3 things would you bring? Okay, this is speed round. We have 3 minutes. So, okay, what would you bring? And quickly tell us why. Tracy.
Okay, I would bring like a weapon, like a knife to protect myself, and I would bring a lighter to cook the food that I catch, and a tent because I like bugs.
Okay.
If this isn't cheating, if you guys don't deem this as cheating, I would bring a person that knows how to survive in the wild. That would be my first answer. Then I could just bring whatever at that point. I'll bring a flare gun to help us out, like if any boats or planes pass by, you know what I mean? And then the last thing, a phone with some data on it.
Honesty.
What I would bring to an island, obviously a tent, because like it's a lot of stuff on islands that I don't want on me or touching me. So there's that. I would bring a water filter because what I mean, well, we know what a water filter is, guys. But so that I can get water and it wouldn't kill me, you know. And then what'd I say? A lighter so that I can eat food if I can learn how to catch food first. But that's gonna happen.
Dejan.
I would bring a knife just to, kill the food that I need to stay alive. I'd have a pot because I need to filter my water. You got to boil it so it's clean. And then the third thing.
You always stuck.
I know, it's crazy. The last thing would be I'll take my brother, because he probably know a little bit more than I do.
Devontae?
Hopefully.
What? Okay. Good luck.
I don't want to talk to myself.
Okay, while she's getting the bags, let's say this real quick. Who is the most important person in your life right now?
I can take this. Take the lead.
All right. Yeah.
God is the most important person in my life. Is God.
Honestly.
I mean, of course it's God, but my mom, yes, me and my mom have arguments or have problems or whatever, but at the end of the day, I know that she has me and I have her, and she's always the person that I can go to and talk to. So yes.
Man.
sorry for not answering right. I'm gonna say 2 people. My sister that I live with, Ariana, back there. If you guys want to look at her, huge help. And then also Dejan. Those are my 2 pillars that I have here right now in Jacksonville for me moving here. So yeah.
Beautiful.
I would say my mom, because she's just so inspirational and she's my mom. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. Let's everyone give our rising stars a big hand.
There's a ribbon in the sky. No, don't sing. Oh, just turn it down. Trey, you are a player hater, man. You want to be the only one that can carry a tune. I can't even if I had a bucket, I could not carry a tune. I don't know about y'all, but I was truly inspired by the Rising Stars, and that's what they are. They had great answers, very thoughtful. This is what we need to see and hear. Let it be contagious. And that's why everything Unstoppable You Ministries that we do is appropriate for teens to adults, men and women. We need to hear from our youth that are knocking it out the park, who are focused and just being amazing. All too many times we're seeing the negative, and our children are getting into trouble, and they're joining the gangs, or they're being caught up in trafficking. This is environments like this where if we expose them to the positive, to something empowering, then it can rub off and be contagious. That's what we need to see and hear. So I am just great job on choosing the panelists, the questions. I'm inspired. My heart is overjoyed. That's the Rising Star panel discussion. Wonderful job.